Let's take a look at this identity. This time I'm going to start from the left side. I'm going to copy down the left side first. I have cosine x plus cotangent x over tangent x plus secant x equals. I'm going to copy down cosine x, but in the fraction form. I have cosine x over 1 plus y fraction form, because I'm going to use the quotient relation and convert cotangent x to cosine x over sine x over tangent x. I'm going to rewrite as sine x over cosine x plus secant x is nothing else, just 1 over cosine x. This is equal. Next, I'm supposed to organize the numerator and denominator. What I mean by that, I'm supposed to find the common denominator. The common denominator for these two fractions is sine x. That's why my first fraction is going to look like this: sine x cosine x over sine x plus cosine x over sine x. Over my denominator has already common denominator. That's why I'm going to just rewrite this: sine x plus 1 over cosine x. Next, I'm supposed to perform the addition in the numerator. So what I'm supposed to do? Simply write everything over one fraction bar. I mean sine x cosine x plus cosine x over sine x over sine x plus 1 over cosine of x. Let's take a look what we have over here. We have division, and we have two fractions. This is my first fraction and this is the second fraction. Remember, anytime we divide fractions, we're supposed to copy the first fraction down, and division we're supposed to change to the multiplication, and we have to find the reciprocal of the second fraction. This is basically what I'm going to do at this moment. But before I'm going to copy the numerator, please notice that I have cosine in both terms. I'm going to factorize this cosine from this numerator. So I have cosine x, and inside of the parentheses I'm going to have sine x plus 1 over sine x. This is my numerator. We said division, we're supposed to change to the multiplication. That's why I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to have reciprocal of this fraction. That's why I'm going to have cosine x, and in the denominator I'm going to have sine x plus 1. Sine x plus 1. Please notice that this is multiplication. Anytime we multiply fractions, we're supposed to check if we can reduce any denominator with any numerator. We have sine x plus 1 and sine x plus 1. Okay, and because these parentheses are multiplied to cosine x, I can perform the simplification. I can reduce this and this term. And let's take a look what we have got so far. We have cosine x over sine x times cosine x over 1. Cosine x over sine x is equal cotangent, and cosine x over 1 is cosine x. Because this is multiplication, we can change the order and simply rewrite this as cosine x times cotangent x. The expression which we have obtained is exactly the same like we have on the right side of our original identity. So it means that the left side is equal to the right side.